this is an example how to do more descriptive analyses and do visual plots, and we'll do that and show you a little bit some of the techniques that we can use. And to answer question 7 on the second exam, we said, okay, what additional information could you provide to kind of show that Fresno should get some of those that foundation's money? So one of them is to just go and plot some of the values, some of the school values. So let's say we'll work with verbal average. We choose that as the variable. Statistics, we just add mean, and we want the minimum and the maximum. Let's say standard duration variance as well, and the range. Let's say that. Then we continue, and we hit OK, and we will get this kind of table, right? Everybody's together. So now we want to compare the two counties, right? So there's a little trick to do that in SPSS. You can go into data and go to split file, and that way you can compare groups based on what you're interested in. So we can use county and say, hey, I want you to group the output by comparing these two groups counties. So I hit OK, and now it's doing this. And we're going to run exactly the same thing again. Frequencies, verbal average, same thing. And now what do we get? We get a group by the two counties, Fresno and Alameda. Fresno is 7 people, the mean in Fresno is 432, 53 standard deviation, and the range is 133 points. And the minimum is 268 and maximum is 501. And now for Alameda we get the same thing. So see now, for example, we could say one argument could be, look at the range that we have in Fresno. We have a range of 133. Our minimum is 268. It's about the same as in Alameda, and our maximum is only 501, whereas in Alameda it's 604. So Alameda has a much broader range than we have here in Fresno. Now you could argue why that is, but you could say, for example, that Alameda has some very high scoring schools, right? They have some schools up here, 604, 567, 566, which we do not have in Fresno. So you could argue we have a different population in Fresno. We have a lower performing population, and we don't have those high performing schools. So naturally then the mean averages, when we look at 433 and 500, are going to be higher for Alameda, but it's not necessarily that the quality of the work that we do with our lower performing students is inferior. Right, we might be low from begin with. We have a harder environment. The whole social structure is different in Fresno and Alameda, and therefore that should be taken into consideration. Okay, that was an example of what you could do, and then you could, for example, also ask for a plot. Apologize. Yeah, that was the right one. Frequencies. Ask for a chart. Plot here. You could say for histogram. Ask for a normal distribution or not. That's not really what we're looking for right now, but that is where you get that. And then we hit OK. And this repeats the information that I have. But now in addition we get the plot, and you can see here, this is the plot for the county of Fresno, and this is the plot for the county of Alameda. And now you notice it creates those groups, which it bins. It creates broader groups because it does that automatically. It's a little bit of an annoyance, but at least it creates the same groups for. It should technically create the same groups. It would be nice if you had, 450 right here, 450 right here, because we know that the distribution on the bottom right here should be more spread out, and we don't really get that visual. So that's something that if I would have a wish that I could send to SPSS, that's a wish I would have, that we could right away compare this distribution would be here, and this distribution would go like this. So then the visual will already tell you, like here would be 550, and here should also be 550, so that we see automatically, hey, there's some over here at 650, right? But this way you lose, it's much less intuitive. Okay, this was how to to create groups in your output. Just go back real quick. We go data, split file, and compare groups by the county. Okay, that was it.